Season 2 of The Last of Us is fastly approaching, but now would be a good time to look back on the first season, the original season, the only season that we really care about, to be honest, and see where the 9 episodes ranked among each other. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We are on GameRant.com. They have made a list of the 9 episodes from Season 1, and they've ranked them in order from worst to best. Now, we can see the characters that they're using here. Just got to point out, man, very woke season of The Last of Us. I think the show started off really well. In fact, I think the show started off great. And I'm not just saying this, but for me, episode 3, I don't think it was the worst episode, but I think it killed it. I think when you've got a filler episode that has nothing to do with the actual story and has no relevance, no impact on the story, when you're throwing that in there in episode 3 of a brand new show, you're in trouble. And then you factor in, they threw in another filler episode in episode 7, and it's 2 filler episodes of the first original season that only had 9 episodes. To me, that you're setting that up for disaster. And honestly, I think the only reason we got those 2 filler episodes is because they wanted to promote LGBT relationships. So I think, straight off the bat, they've actually ruined the show just so they can promote diversity and be inclusive and pander. And it's sad because I do stand by what I said. I think after the first 2 episodes, this show was great.
Yeah, and you know what? If they were straight, right, 2 things. 1, I still would have been fucking bothered by it. And 2, they wouldn't have done it because they're straight. Or they would have changed them to being gay. Obviously in the game, we don't see any of it. We just know the guy's boyfriend died.
Yeah, if it was Bill and Francine, right, they would not have gave us and it was the longest episode of the show.
Yep.
They would not have gave us this, 1 hour and 20 minute filler episode.
We do not need 80 minutes of Brokeback Mountain. I'm sorry.
No, you can watch Brokeback Mountain if you want to.
No, and you know what?
Or Rock Cody Roads, you know.
Yeah, you can watch that. See Brokeback Mountain. It's actually a good movie. See this episode. It's actually a decent standalone episode. But see, put after the first 2 episodes, it's horrific.
Quality-wise, there was nothing wrong with it, but the fact that it was just thrown in episode 3 and is before anything that happens in it. I mean, it was... See this? This was essentially something you'd get... Just like episode 7, it was like something that would be released as DLC in the game. Oh, you get to play before Joel arrived and you get to see what happened with Bill and Frank. But, you know, before they get there in the game, and it's like... Really?
Yeah. No, but what also...
No, but episode 7 of this show, that is literally the DLC from the game, Left Behind. They literally took DLC that they brought out about a year after the original release of the game, and they just implemented that into episode 7, which felt really fucking forced.
No, it did. And you look at this episode, 80 minutes is absolutely ridiculous. I just can't think of another TV show, but it's like it almost relied so heavily on, here, this episode 3. Everyone who's watching this has played the game. Say you hadn't played the games and you just, oh, this show's really good, I just found it. This episode would be like, what the fuck are they doing?
And also, I think when you look at Joel and Ellie, I'm pretty sure that basically from the end of episode 6 right to the end of episode 8, there's nothing between them, because episode 7 is just a full flashback episode. And then episode 8 is basically a standalone episode with Ellie where she meets David or whatever.
Yo, for example, right, I don't even know.
The pacing's messed up.
See in Resident Evil 4, right, see Luis, I don't know if he ever talked about his senorita, but say he did. And we got a TV show based off Resident Evil 4. Do we need 80 minutes of him and his senorita? No, we fucking don't, because it would ruin the story. It's the same shit here. Just don't understand why. Well, I do, because they're fucking woke and they need it to force this down our throat. See, if they want to include this relationship, go ahead, by all means. 80-minute episode, fucking not a chance.
Look, we've seen shows...
We didn't even get to see Joel and Ellie interact with him.
No, which was one of the best parts of the game, but, I just don't get it. I mean, 9 episodes was too short, and then they just decide that they're going to throw in 2 filler episodes to to pander. Anyway, we've ranted. Now,
And also, this list is just stupid, isn't it? The 9 best. Only it's fucking 9. Why not every episode for Last of Us Season 1 ranked?
It's a bit weird.
Because see 9 best. 9's going to be, well, not shit, but it's not the best.
Anyway, you got any guesses?
I think episode 3 will be number 1.
I agree with that. I don't. It's not my favourite, but I think they'll put that number 1. I'm trying to think off the top of my head which episode was the worst. For me, I'm thinking 7, but I know they won't put 7. Therefore, I'm leaning towards 4.
We'll see.
I think 4 may have been the worst.
I can barely remember, but I'm looking forward to this.
Right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get in. So we have number 9, Infected. Feeling. Wait, hold on. I think, did we not give the second episode a 10 out of 10?
I don't know if it was a 10, but it's certainly no a 9 at the back of the grid.
So Infected, they've gave the worst episode, or we actually see some Infected. We have Tess's death at the end of this episode. I'm shocked that they're saying this is the worst one.
I don't understand why they are saying it's the worst one. Is it because there was nothing woke in it? Maybe.
Do you think it was the worst episode?
No, but I'll be honest, I can't really remember all 9 episodes. It was fucking 2 years ago.
Probably need to rewatch this shite.
No, but I definitely remember the first 2 episodes being the best. Then we got broke back.
Yeah, but let's be honest. See, by the time too long, right? Too long. See, by the time House of the Dragon season 3 comes out, are you telling me we ain't gonna have to rewatch season 1 and season 2?
No, it's a joke.
See these shows that are taking 3 years, man, between Yo, that makes see if you and let's just House of the Dragon said they're going 4 seasons. The Last of Us said they're going 4 seasons. See at this pace, see by the time we get on to season 4 of The Last of Us, you could be talking a decade between the final season and the first season.
No, that's a ridiculous amount of time.
It's mental.
The only way that works is if you have a story that takes place over a lot of years and you want to have the actors age with it. I know you could say there is a skip between this part 1 and part 2, but for me, it's just a trend that shows have now done since COVID.
Yeah, but
they've got lazy.
That's not bad with movies, because you can watch a movie in 90 minutes, 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that second movie's coming out, I'm going to rewatch the first one.
Yeah.
But with TV series, it's who really wants to watch the entire thing and waste all their time just because it came out? Anyway, I don't agree with this. I thought episode 2 was a good one. Internet Movie Database gave it a 9.1, and apparently that's the lowest. Please Hold My Hand. The trust between the protagonist. I remember her. Terrible character. Episode 4. I thought Internet Movie Database gave it an 8.3. So why have they put? I want to know why they put this one in 8th. Why is Game Rant put this in 8th? Because I said this would have been last.
I thought this episode was wank.
Can you explain to me why have they done that?
Well, I mean, everyone's got their own preferences, but obviously it's doing this article is a bit of a nugget.
And also, do you not think a lot of the characters that they brought in got 1 or 2 episodes max, and it was just hard to get invested in them?
No, and her, absolute crap, man.
2 brothers lasted an episode and a tiny bit. She lasted about an episode and a tiny bit. Her second in command lasted a tiny. I mean, Tess didn't even get to the second episode. The end of it. I don't know. It's just it's.
See the fact that they're now talking about doing 4 seasons for this show. The pacing's fucking all over the place.
So see, yeah, I there's no way they're going to be continuing to do it at one game per season.
Yeah, but what sense does it make, right? If season 1 is 1 season, but then you do season 2 across 3, that's idiotic.
It is, but yeah.
You need to stick to one pace.
I'd go as far as saying the show's ruined.
I think it is. I've no interest in it, I'll be honest.
Right, anyway, I think this should have been... I thought, I'm surprised.
I'll tell you what, we talked about The Walking Dead last night. Well, there's no episode that ruins a show. It's a block of episodes. I think Brokeback ruined it, buddy.
Right, Left Behind, episode 7.
So like this.
Look, I mean, I'm not surprised these episodes are... if you told me what was the 2 worst episodes, I would have said 4 and 7. And we've seen 4 and 7 already on this list. But why have they put episode 2? There must be a reason. You need to think. There must be a reason. I'm pretty sure we gave that our highest rate. I think we said episode
I
2 was
can't
the best.
think honestly why they would have done that. Honestly, not for the life of me. 'Cause
Very
you're right,
strange.
we rated it pretty high.
This got a 7.4. So I mean, the Internet Movie Database gave episode 2 a 9.1. Episode 7 got a 7.4, but for some reason, I'm not entirely sure why that is, but we'll see. Basically, just a flashback episode. Ellie and her friend they go to the arcades.
We're more than friends now, buddy.
Like it wasn't bad, but for me, it just wasn't. It was not necessary. It wasn't. That's what it is. Number 6, we have episode 6. I think that's probably about right. I'd say episode 6 should be somewhere in there. They turn up at the dam. We meet Tommy and his new black wife, Maria. What happened to her?
Maria.
She did a Michael Jackson in reverse. Strange, that, isn't it? Anyway, at the end,
don't worry. If she was black in the game, they would have made her white. I know how they work in 2025. Damn it.
Definitely not. At the end, Joel falls off and impales himself on the horse. That's it. We had that discussion. Oh, you're not coming with me. You're not my daughter. Pretty good scene, but I mean, that was probably the standout moment of this
Pedro
episode.
Pascal's a wanker. I'll just put that out there.
I think he's a good actor.
He's a great actor, but oh, he has someone to help
Hold
him.
his hand so he doesn't get nervous. Fucking loser.
No, come on, guys. It's not. See, if you're a real fucking man or a real woman watching this, how can you think that? How can you honestly think that's normal behaviour?
That's definitely not.
I mean, what is he? A 7-year-old autistic child?
Maybe. Right, number 5, we've got When We Are in Need. So obviously we get introduced to David in this episode. Internet Movie Database gave it a 9.3. This was episode 8. Pretty good episode in my opinion. I felt like it was too quick. I felt like they forced this entire story arc into one episode. You look at this. This story arc could have lasted longer. This story arc could have took over the course of a few episodes at least. Same with the beginning. Tess is in the game for a decent amount of time, and they wrapped that up in, by the end of episode 2, they did ram things into one. Do you not think it was kind of one episode specials?
Yeah, no.
It was standalone episodes, wasn't it? Like each mini character in the game got one episode, and you just couldn't really get invested in them because
pacing's all over the place. I mean, maybe when they filmed season 1, they might not have thought they were getting 4 seasons, but you know what? They should have realised this is going to be popular. We need to drag it out.
I remember when this came out, I was speaking to a guy in work, and I said I would do the first game over 4 seasons, and he laughed, and he said, "Nah, that'd be way too slow. You can't be doing it over 4 seasons." And then after the show came out, he watched it. He came and said to me, "No, you were right. Actually, that was way too rushed."
Yo, maybe 4's too long. But
if it's 9 episodes,
2 at minimum.
If it's 9 episodes, I think you could do 4.
Yeah, that's 36.
We'll see. Well, I mean, what you got to factor in. We'll look at let's take The Walking Dead for an example. The Walking Dead by the end of Walking Dead by the end of season 3, right? That would have been close to 36 episodes. Yes or no?
Yep.
Well, how many would it have been? 16, 13, and then 6, 35?
Yep, 45.
All right, so we're talking damn near close, right? We're talking close to the 46. What's more content? What has got more content? Think about it. The Last of Us game, or what happens in The Walking Dead between season 1 and season 3? What would you say is more content? Think about it.
I mean, it probably is The Last of Us, absolutely, but then we know with The Walking Dead that they went for... But The Walking Dead suffered from pacing problems.
Oh, you can say that, but I mean, for me, the early seasons of The Walking Dead's the best as it got.
No, it is. For me, 2 or 3. But what I would say, I think 1 is way shorter than 4 would be long.
I thought the death. I thought Tessa's death was going to be like the end of the season 1 finale. They fucking kill her off just after halfway through episode 2 or something. It's like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, guys.
Anyway, right. What's your thoughts on this episode 8?
Again, just rushed. I thought it was good, but you're right. This David guy is so.
What do you make of this David guy in the game?
But as well, the finale was 21 minutes. It was half an hour long. Joe just run in, boom, 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 boom.
Like a montage style?
Yeah, it's crap.
Right, Number 4, When You're Lost in the Darkness. The
Darkness.
premiere. Like, I'm going to disagree. The premiere must be better than 4 from this. Come on.
No, I agree. It was best. Well.
I actually much preferred Sarah over Ellie in this game, I think.
Yep, I agree.
Another character that they whitewashed, but I didn't like Tommy. I don't think Tommy was good. I like Joel. I think Joel. I liked how they added in the whole her getting the watch thing. No, but do you not think it's weird that they kind of fleshed out at the very beginning? They fleshed out the premiere in terms of just be because see in the game you don't. Joel just comes home and all the watch is there.
Yeah.
Like in this, they actually fleshed it out. They showed you Sarah going into town to get that broken watch fixed. They showed you Tommy already over at the house eating, and they showed that it introduced neighbours and stuff like that you didn't get in the game.
It's just no, but why would they not just flesh things out more? Why would they do it in some parts of the episode and then you're right? It's like why is episode 1 fleshed out? Episode 2, she died. Tess dies at the end of it. I don't know, honestly. Is it simply because they just wanted to push other agendas? I think that's what it is. Oh, let's give you Sarah more because she's actually black in this. Tess is white and the same characteristic of the game. Fuck her, let's kill her in an episode. Is that it? I think it could be.
Could be, but I like this episode. For me, this was either 1 or 2.
Yep, I'd probably put it at 1.
I think the premiere was probably the best. Maybe it was the premiere we gave a 10 and we gave episode 8 2 like an 8 or something. To me, this was probably my favourite episode. I think the best The Last of Us did actually was the beginning of the show.
No, I'd say
before we actually got to the 20-year time skip.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what's season 2 going to hold for this show? It's make or break, like. But then I think the good thing with season 2's pacing being dragged out could be that we might not actually see Joel die for a while. That's the one positive.
True, and like see when I look at the premiere. Do you not think the whole premiere could have been the beginning of the apocalypse with the ending being Sarah dying? Do you think, or do you think they had to rush it so that you could get Ellie in the premiere towards the back half?
I don't know what to do. I mean, I understand why you want to bring her in, but at the same time, I don't know. What would you do?
Well, I would have liked to have seen the beginning last longer. I would have been happy if... I'd have been happy. It's like The Walking Dead. Like, season 1, I want to see the beginning. I want to see what's happening in the cities. I want to see the apocalypse begin.
Could episode 1 not have ended with a car crash?
Could have done something like that. Either way, they didn't. It's just weird how they kind of dragged it out a wee bit, but then rushed other stuff. It's strange.
I probably would have ended episode 1 with a car crash.
Right, let's move on though. 9.1, that got an internet movie rating, so number 3, Long Time. Wow, they didn't put this one first.
It's a long time.
Right, I'm a bit surprised. Internet Movie Database rating gave it a 8.1.
I'm surprised it wasn't a 10.
Yeah, so like we kind of already spoke about this at the beginning. I think we can just move on.
Yeah.
Good episode, I think, but kind of, I do think, ruined the show. So, off the top of my head, what does that leave? That leaves episode 5, and it leaves the finale. Which I would not... I think 5 is pretty good. I don't think the finale should be in the top 2.
Finale was rushed, man. It was rushed to absolute ridiculous levels.
Okay.
Now, here's a giraffe.
Second place, Look for the Light. So, we've got the finale here.
Yep. Absolutely.
In second place, where Joel saves Ellie, takes down the doctors. That's got a 9.0 on Internet Movie Database, so congratulations. And then that means number 1 is Endure and Survive. You have Sam and his brother. Any coincidence there? Probably not. And it gets a 9.4. We get some special infected in this, and I believe we also... what I would like about this was we actually got to see some special infected, and then we got some kills, because up to this point, other than episode 2, it really lacked any infected, didn't it?
There wasn't much action, I tell you what. By the sounds of it, it's not going to be much in season 2.
Yeah, they're saying that season 2 is focusing more on like the characters and the like human interaction and stuff.
I thought,
it's not like fucking season 1.
I like this episode.
Aye, it was good. Anyway, sad ending as well. Right, that's it. Final thoughts. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree because episode 2 is fucking last, and I just don't understand it.
Aye.
It's probably the episode that stayed most true to the game in a way, and
Possibly, aye. Just a rushed
I mean,
version of it.
I mean, the finale stayed pretty true to the game, but I do feel like with that, it's like a 30-minute action sequence. Well, I say 30 minutes. I guess just a rushed pile of shite, in my opinion, man. Like, if you want to talk about an episode, it should get 80 minutes compared to
Yeah, it was the shortest. It was the shortest episode.
It's almost like they just ran out of ideas.
It was like the finale.
We've ran out of budget. Let's just wrap it up.
The finale was about half the length of episode 3.
Mental.
And you tell me which one should have got more time.
I just don't understand that.
Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Let us know your thoughts. If you want to let us know in the comments the order that you would rank all 9 episodes, then do that. I believe we've also... I think we've already got our own ranking video up. So if you search the channel, guys, for The Last of Us ranked episodes, we may already have our rankings. So you can go and check that out. Anyway, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.